Hi everyone, this is Dina and welcome to another episode of our podcast, Designing Your Life, a podcast that aims to inspire you to create the life you want. Each week on Designing Your Life, we'll be sharing stories, experiences, and tips that will help you gain insights on what you can do to create your perfect life, no matter what that looks like for you. We'll be addressing topics such as finding the right career for you, turning your passion into reality, common career mistakes, when to start your own business, and finding balance in life as a working mom, just to name a few. And I hope that by listening, you feel inspired to design the life of your dreams. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Designing Your Life. It's March 20 today, as I record this episode, just a couple of weeks away from Ramadan. Most of us here in the Arab world go through a significant change in how we do things, just regular day-to-day things during Ramadan. Working hours change, school hours change, social engagements change, and many of us spend a lot more time in reflection and spiritual practice. It's a nice time of year, but it's quite different from the 11 other months of the year. Some would see it as a slower time in terms of work and productivity. Today, I want to talk about slowing down. And since Ramadan is a couple of weeks away, I felt this was a perfect time to start to ease into this slowing down. Have you ever found yourself on a roll, being productive, crashing your goals, maybe getting up early, working out, getting your work done on time and efficiently, and even having time for yourself for a few weeks in a row, only to have something external come in and break this wonderful streak that you're having? It could be any kind of disruptor. Maybe you had to travel. Maybe you just caught a cold and you don't feel 100% anymore. I've had that happen to me a lot, and I can't help but feel disappointed and a bit down that my amazing streak was disrupted, and now I need to slow down or rearrange the plans and the timeline for the next couple of weeks. However, I am slowly learning to be okay with this, and I've noticed that the more organized and well-planned I am before this slowdown, the easier it is for me to make adjustments and accommodate, and even enjoy and really take in this slower time. Here are a few tips that I found help me when these unexpected, or sometimes even expected, slowdowns occur that require me to redesign my days. Number 1, take a step back and assess, what is the real impact of this change? Is this a temporary situation like the flu? Or is it a longer-term situation, maybe like I'm about to have a baby and we need to redesign how my days will be for the foreseeable future? It's also extremely useful to give yourself some time to process. Different people take different amounts of time to adjust to change. For some people, it might take a day. For others, they need to sleep on it for a couple of weeks until they can fully grasp what this will really mean for them in the big picture. So try not to put extra pressure on yourself by expecting yourself to figure it all out and adjust instantly. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Number 2, replan. So once you've given yourself some time to adjust, start to plan out what changes you really want to make. Look at how you can adjust your current plan. Do you need additional resources? Do you need more time for some things? Do you want to ask for support from people around you? And also reassess your priorities as well. So for example, if you're expecting a baby and before you found out you were planning to redecorate your entire house, maybe you want to rethink that project and push it another year, or break it down and only do a small part of that redecoration to reduce the amount of work that you need to do. Sometimes it's okay to plan for not planning. So basically you're giving yourself the free time to allow what will come to come, and yet let yourself enjoy and embrace it, have space for it, and eventually manage it as it comes. This is something that I've found most helpful when new situations have arisen. And number 3, settle into it slowly and try and enjoy it. Embrace what comes. Don't dwell on the change. Don't dwell on what you've potentially missed out on. Enjoy the current state, and you might be surprised what comes out of that. One of the biggest causes of stress and frustration for us is holding on to expectations and thinking about what could have been. And it just causes us to miss out on the greatness of now. So try and be open to new things. I hope these tips helped, and I hope that you can enjoy the next slowdown that comes your way. You never know what great experiences come out of it. So redesign it happily. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and feel free to share it with anyone that you think might benefit from it. It would be amazing if you could leave a review to help other listeners learn more about this podcast.